Okay, I'm going to try and do this fast, but I'm going to walk you through the process of when you sell a business and you get to the close, okay? So you hire a business broker. Let's say hypothetically you hired a business broker and this is going to be that process because it's a different process if you're selling it on your own. So you hire a business broker. The business broker, you sign an exclusive agreement with that business broker. It's usually 1 year. It's a 1-year term, and it can be renewable. So the business broker will put it in for a year, and it'll say at the end of the year we can auto renew, or we can have a meeting and then discuss if we want to renew that. Okay, the terms, and that happens with businesses that aren't in a hurry to sell. And so they're like, I want the right price. I'm not in a hurry. Okay, so typically that might be a 2-year contract, so who knows? But anyways, let's say it's a year. Now the business broker is going to market it. They're going to put a lot of time and energy to come up with the marketing pieces and put it out there and try to vet out as many buyers as they can to get a buyer. Okay, so they market it, they put out the information out there, and get the buyers excited and involved. And then, so once that happens, that they're getting a buyer excited, and let's say a buyer is interested and they want some information, they get information, then the broker introduces the buyer and the seller together so they can meet and get more information. And then let's say after all those conversations, the buyer says, yes, I'm interested. So now they submit an LOI. So the LOI doesn't have to be an official standard or a legal document because it's not binding. An LOI is just a template or a letter or form that says, I want all these things in the purchase agreement. So it's outlining all the things that they want as part of the purchase of the business. So all these things will get layered into a purchase agreement. That's the whole premise of an LOI. It's the layout of everything you want included in the purchase agreement, okay? And so once the LOI is agreed upon between both parties and they both sign, now the due diligence begins. Now, due diligence time period is outlined in the LOI, whether it's 30 days, 90 days, or whatever the case may be. So let's say hypothetically this one's 30 days. So then during the 30-day process, this is when the buyer can ask for whatever information to check out the business, okay? So they can ask for everything that they want or need. And so during this process, then that's when the buyer is just affirming, this is a valid business, this is the business I want to buy, this is the business that is going to, create that return. And so they're just checking. So as we get close to the 30 days, during the LOI, you should have your attorney, both parties should have an attorney going through that LOI. That LOI depends on the size of the business. If the business is small, then, and it's not complicated, then you don't really need an attorney for the LOI. But you can get one, but you don't need one, okay? But if the business is grander, and let's say it's 1 million or above, you really need an attorney to help you with that LOI. That attorney should be outlining that LOI with you, okay? And so once that's done and it's signed, then the attorney takes over. The business broker is there just as a catalyst to help move things along, because a business broker should not be advising a client on legal matters or being an attorney. They're not. And by no account should your business broker even advise you on things that an attorney should advise you on. So as a business broker, you guide both the buyer and the seller, and you make sure things are moving along. The attorney should be the one who is asking for things and moving the process along, moving the due diligence, moving the purchase agreement drafting, because there should be a first draft at some point after the LOI. There should be a purchase agreement first draft as we're going through due diligence, okay? And so as we wrap up the due diligence, then the attorney should be, are we all good? Are we on target to close on the certain date that we have? Everybody says yes. Okay, great, awesome. And so then at that point, after that point, then that's when you're ready to get all the parties ready, know the wire transfers and everything that's going to happen as part of that. And again, the attorney should be moving this along and giving everybody the steps of what's next, and this is what's going to happen at closing date. And that's the process. That is a process. I know it sounds simple, but it really is a little lengthy and sometimes can be emotional and complicated. And, but I just summarized it. So if you ever questioned what is the process of closing a deal or wrapping up a deal, that is the process. And hopefully this information was helpful for you. Hey, I'm Kat Ramirez, CEO and founder of 10X Business Broker. If you need help or you're going through a process or you need a business valuation, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you out. You got this.